Aloha and welcome to this week's weekly wrap up. It's been kind of a busy week as we wrap up midterms. So, midterms are going out at 4 p.m. today. All assignments were closed in Canvas Wednesday night, and that gave me yesterday in order to get all that grading updated. They should be updated in Skyward right now. But they're officially exported at 4 p.m. today. So if you see something that looks a little weird in Skyward today, please reach out to me. It's a lot easier for me to take care of that kind of stuff before those are exported. And so I would appreciate that. That'd be awesome. So if you see any anomalies in there, remember I talked about last week about how the best place to go to find missing assignments is in Skyward, and then using that list of missing assignments to kind of target what assignments that the students need to make sure that they complete within Canvas. And so those are the way that those two kind of interact. But that's happening at 4 p.m. today. And those are for the first midterm grades. One thing that I found out about this week that I thought might be helpful to share with parents is that you can actually set up your Alexa at home to help keep an eye on those homework assignments. And so it does work with Canvas. And so you can ask Alexa, what is there a homework update and those types of things. It also works with Parent Square. Now, it works a little differently for a teacher than it does for a student or parent. So I can't really share any specific examples of how that might interact, but I did see that. I thought that was an interesting thing to share with parents. I will put a link to that in the email for this week. And so take a look at that. As far as what we've been doing in class, we've been doing a lot with analyzing data. And so we've been practicing our measurement skills. We've been practicing how to then graph and analyze that information and interpret that for trends and slope and different things like that. And so we are going to be having our first EL or essential learning test next week. That is a notebook test. And so as I talked about early, like in the beginning of the school year, this science notebook, the student's science notebook that they keep for class, is an essential tool. That's probably the most important thing that they'll have because they can use that on quizzes and tests. And so if I look at my table of contents here, there are about, I think, 15 or 16 things that should be in there that I can use on that quiz that's coming up next week. And so I will be sending out a study guide probably on Tuesday. Monday, we're going to be doing another lab or activity where we're going to be measuring the density of various objects. And so I think it'll probably, I might make it available on Monday, but I would really prefer that they work on that lab write-up, and then I'll probably make it available on Tuesday. The study guide key will be available Wednesday. Just kind of keep that to yourself if you would. But then we're going to go over that on Wednesday, and then the test will probably be on Thursday. I'm going to kind of wait and see before I confirm on that. I'm going to do some pre-testing and kind of see where we're at early in the week and see what areas that I need to go back and focus on before the test. If, a lot of kids are struggling, we'll probably push that to Friday, the actual test. But I'm going to kind of wait and see on that. We get everybody back, of course, on Monday for in-person instruction, and that'll be nice to have everybody there on the same schedule. And I just need to kind of do a litmus check there as far as where everybody's at before I feel comfortable giving that test. But it'll probably be on Thursday or Friday. The best place to kind of go to kind of keep a track on that is, of course, my plan book. Again, I'll put a link to my plan book in this email. And that kind of shows you what I have planned for that for next week. And we'll see how that plays out. It could be a little bit different. I kind of liken it to a weather forecast. It's like we're really good at measuring what's happening right now. As I get further and further away from now, it starts to get a little bit more of a forecast. So that's kind of my forecast on that as we plan forward. As far as like how to best prepare for a test or quiz, I would say go into Canvas and along with the science notebook, kind of assess that all that information is available in there. And so I like using that science notebook as kind of a discussion point where parents, teachers, and students can kind of use that as the driving of that conversation. We're actually already starting to plan for parent-teacher conferences as for the end of that first 9 weeks, and so we still have about 3.5 weeks, but we're planning all that right now. And that's probably one of the key discussion points is I have a student open up their science notebook and use that to kind of push that conversation forward. So you can go ahead and do that at home. You can do that, kitchen table type of family meetings type of thing. And if you go into Canvas, you'll see that this is the module for this analyzed data essential learning. I have everything broken down by day and week. So that will help you kind of navigate that information as you go through that with your student, if you would like to do that. I encourage you to do that. So that's kind of a summary of where we're at and where I see ourselves going. If you have any additional information or require any additional information, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I appreciate all of those who shared their appreciation by clicking on the appreciate on Parent Square. That really gives me some really good positive feedback, and I appreciate all that you guys do. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, just reach out.